Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Hello, all. Hello, one. Hello, all. Hello, hello. Well, it is not getting any cooler, is it? If you are like me and you are in the west part of this country, you are suffering. Whew. I'm in the boiler room. I'm in the basement. Naturally, this should be the coolest place in the house, and alas, that is not the case. It is still absolutely flipping boiling, and quite honestly, I'm not into it. I'm not a fan. Hello, Milton. Hello, Maddie. Hello, everyone out there. I hope you are all well. I hope you're doing excellently this evening. Today, Forbidden Desert. I didn't even set the game up before I started the stream. I was thinking about it and then I just kind of forgot. I had to like hop in my third shower of the day because it's so despicably warm. So we're just gonna chill and set this up and be relatively casual about it, as as I am wont to do. And yeah, here we are. It's so hot, guys. I can't. It makes me so sleepy. I can't function. I can't function like this. It's triple digits. It's triple figures. Is it 3-figure? I don't know. Yeah, triple digits. That's what I'll go with. It's just disgusting. Yeah, basement is a good call. We have AC in our bedroom upstairs, but I obviously can't film up there. But that's the only room in our house that we have that we have AC in, and otherwise, yeah, just this is where I'm gonna be hanging out, I guess. Let's play with 2 players, I think. We'll go normal and have a nice normal game, shall we? It's been a little while since I played this, but I have played it solo a few times. I'm pretty sure I'll remember the rules as we go. There's nothing. The thing about Forbidden Desert and Forbidden Island, and most of those, like, move places, take actions, move another place kind of game, is that once you play a couple turns, it's like, oh yeah, I remember this. Like, it's just about 32% humidity. I don't know what the humidity is in Seattle, but I imagine that it's not super high. Yeah, I forgot about this. I imagine it's not super high, but we do have we've got the oceans and the lakes. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I think we're kind of stuck in like a little heat bowl at the moment, was the nomenclature that I saw on the news. Like a little heat bowl coming off the mountains. So we're kind of like, we've got a little bubble of heat just trapping us. I don't know if that's really how this works, but I'm no meteorologist. I just know what I like and what I do not like, and I do not. I'm so tired. I'm yawning, and I've drank my typical pot of coffee. I have been up since about 8:30 this morning because, for those of anyone out there who is a football fan, will know that the Euros are currently being played, and England, spoiler alert for anyone out there who wants to just mute their or sound for the next 10 seconds, beat Germany. So I'm actually in a pretty great mood, to be honest. You can't really say better than that in terms of being an England fan. Beating the German national team is something that is built into us as basically a national celebration. So yeah, it's been a great day, but I'm a bit tired. And yeah, I'll stop talking about it eventually, but now that I go to speak out loud, I feel like this may be the first time I've spoken out loud all day, and I'm like, oh, I'm tired now. Oh, This is kind of a tiring ask. So there's going to be lots of take a sips today. I have as cold a glass of water as I could possibly muster, and I have this rather condensation-full tangerine LaCroix, which I'm hoping is going to be just icy cold for as long as possible. I'm not banking on it though. I think it'll probably, I imagine it'll heat up, start bubbling, start boiling soon. Yes, Barbarian, hello. Thanks for making it. Thanks for coming along for the journey, for the adventure, for the expedition, for the forbidden expedition. Yes, we'll say that. This is Forbidden Desert, and we are here attempting. Well, I think the story goes, the lore goes that we crash landed. We have to excavate a desert city and recover a. Oh no, yes, that's right. We recover a legendary flying machine. It's been powered by the sun. Our helicopter makes a crash landing, and in an unrelenting storm, our only hope is to quickly evacuate, find the parts of the flying machine, and rebuild it for escape. So if any of us die, or if the storm gets too intense, we become permanent artifacts, and we're left for the next adventurers. Yeah, I mean, it feels like at any moment the sandstorm could just swoop in over the top of Seattle and bury us all. Right now, it's like it's that cotton plant that is sweeping in and burying everything, and yeah, that's about it really. Yeah, that's true. Maybe I should have played like hey, that's your fish, or that's my fish, or whatever, and really got to cool down. I don't know if I have a maybe like Dead Winter or something. Although, you know, social deduction games don't do super well solo. Right, so this is where we keep track of water. Yes, we keep track of water. We have to locate the various artifacts using these tiles. So when we uncover a tile that looks like this, we know that an artifact is on this column. When we uncover one that looks like this, we know that an artifact is on this row. And so once we've found a column and an artifact matching up, or sorry, a column and a row that match up, then we know where that artifact is. Yeah. So like the sun crystal will be somewhere on this row, but we don't know where any of these are going to be, of course. And then yes, we've got these various oases. I'm going to go with that. So these various oases, which will either have water and we can go and refill our cups from there, or they will not have water, so something that looks a bit like something. There's one of them at least that doesn't have water. Oh yes, there you go. So this says it has water, but then alas does not. So this is the most disheartening card in all board gaming, I think. I think was the discussion on the Discord the other day. Like it's the worst feeling to flip that over. So hopefully we don't find that tile in this game. So what we're doing is placing these into a 5x5. Yes, that's right. All the tiles are orienting the same way. And then this becomes our game board. Yeah, I remember this. Like I said, I mean, obviously I've played this many times because it's probably one of the games that I've had for the very longest in terms of like I should say, when we started playing like hobby board games cooperatively, my wife and I, that is. We played Forbidden Island, and then I think we picked up this relatively shortly after, maybe a year or so after. But yeah, anyway. So let's lay out a grid, and then maybe I'll have to rejig the camera depending on how big the grid gets, because that's immediately off the camera. Oh, there's our helicopter, and we'll kind of two waters in the bottom corner. That's not so good. I'll kind of squeeze these together and then we'll see what we need to do. You go there, I forget there's... Okay, I'm going to move this water because I don't want all of my waters on the bottom corner. That seems a bit silly. Let's just shuffle them up a little bit. Is it the same designer as Pandemic? No, I don't think so. Let's check the old manual. That's Matt Leacock, isn't it? Yes, it is. It is. Game by Matt Leacock. So, and I'm imagining he did Forbidden Island too. I don't know where my copy of that is. But I'm pretty sure that he must have done Forbidden Island as well. So yeah, well, all right, pretty decent. Pretty. I mean, yeah, for what it is, you know, for a move a place and do some actions. I mean, it works, doesn't it? I play. I mean, I've played a lot of Forbidden Island. As I said, that was probably one of the very first games that we bought to play cooperatively. So I've played a lot of Forbidden Island. I've played a little bit less of this, and I've played a lot of Pandemic. So I guess, you know, his games hold up. Can't say fairer than that. All right, let's move the camera just a wee bit up so that you can see. Yeah, look at that. That's not too bad. Yeah, deck stacking. Yeah, exactly. So like once you've made it bad, then it gets worse because the deck keeps going back around. Yeah. Let's put I'll put this like up here, and then I'm going to put this is the Storm deck with the Storm picks up and Sun beats down and various other bad cards that we're discussing. So I'll shuffle these and place them somewhere, probably to the right. And I need to put some sand on the desert, otherwise it wouldn't be much of a desert now, would it? Well, yeah, I hope everyone is. Yeah, I hope everyone's staying cool. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope that there are. May your freezer be full of popsicles. Is what I shall say. Yeah, I hope you're all doing well. It's just like, you know, when it's just dysregulation. You know, like when your body's like, no, I don't like this. Like your body's just like, no, thank you. Please return me to like homeostasis. And that's how I feel right now. Just like, I don't want to be in this temperature anymore. Please make it stop. So we've got sand, sand, sand. And I believe the sand can get 3 high before it gets an X, but I'll have to double check that. Yeah, Forbidden Island, Pandemic, yeah, very similar. Same with Flashpoint too. Like all very quite similar mechanics in terms of like, you know, yeah, the worse it gets, you know, the things accelerate at a rate of increasing difficulty. What's that word? What's the word for that? Exponential. Yes, exponential. Look at this. I forgot I'd made this. Got a little 3D printed storm that will go in the middle, complete with apparently unmovable cacti and cow skulls. Love it. So that's gonna. Oh, bubble tea. We ate boba tea today. It was delicious, although again did kind of contribute to the nausea of the entire ordeal. So, you know, pros and cons. But yeah, that sounds pretty great. We have a lot of mango fruit bars, and particularly fond of chocolate ice cream sandwiches, or not chocolate ice cream, but ice cream sandwiches with the chocolate on the edge, you know. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like Klondike, yes, Klondike bars. I think that's the brand name, although I don't believe that the ones in our freezer are made by Klondike, but that's if that's what they're called. You know, it's like Kleenex, right? It's like Kleenex. That's just what they're called, even if that's not actually what they're called. What are we doing? We are going to. I think we'll play with 2 players, and I suppose we can go. Typically, I do like to choose, to be honest, because, you know. So the climber can move to blocked tiles. The navigator can move other players. The water carrier can carry more water, give water. That's pretty nice. The explorer can go diagonal. the meteorologist can check the storm cards, and the archaeologist can dig better, but not carry as much water. I think if we go with the, well, let's just, yeah, okay, I see you. I see you in the chat there. I'll go random. Okay, I'm looking away. And I'm just going to hope that I get the ones that I want anyway, even if it's random. Just go the top two. Okay, that's not bad. I don't really care for the navigator because he doesn't really do anything in a solo game, but this is all right. He's going to be our generalist essentially, and then he'll just move around the water carrier. That's fine. Right, let's put these down over to the left. I might shift everything just over slightly. Yeah, just over, just a touch. This is our little terraforming for the day. Just go over there. Go on, you. Yeah. So I mean, this is how I probably should have entered the stream. Like, here we are playing Forbidden Island, and we're done. But that's just not how. That's not how my brain works. That's how my brain works. Oh, I need 2 more pegs, don't I, to track my water. So we'll do that. Water tracking. I believe we start at full. It would be somewhat unfair if we didn't. So the water carrier has 5 because he does indeed carry water, and the navigator has 4. Hopefully you can see that. We've got desert up here. All of my special parts are sitting off screen until we find them. This ship is buried somewhere in the desert as well. We need 2 of these fellows, water and navigator. Hello and hello. Goodness me, I'm sorry that you're here, but we'll get you out. We'll get you out of it. Don't you worry. So, order of play is we take 4 turns, then we draw the number of cards equal to this number. Yeah, so currently 3, but later on maybe more. We can move adjacently, we can clear sand adjacently, we can excavate, which means to flip, and then we can pick up a part as an action as well. So, I mean, for right now, I would imagine what we, oops, hello, we're already pouring sand on ourselves. We don't need any help with that. We don't need to help the storm along. So for now, I think what we'll do is maybe go and investigate this water space. I believe, can we check the water and then come back to it? I can never remember that rule. Up, down, left, or right, blah, 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 when you move a sand marker. Let's check the rule just really quickly. Maybe I'll just start excavating things as well. So let me just see what happens when I flip water. When you excavate a tile and it reveals a well, every player with a pawn currently on the tile may at once and only once. Yes, okay, so no excavation without everybody being on there, essentially, and it gives us two waters. Once we get a gear, then we get a piece of equipment. That's lovely. And then the part location clues I've already sort of explained. Yeah, all right, lovely, good to know. All right, so yes, let's not do that then. So let's just start to excavate. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with kind of, you know, bumbling around and excavating some stuff. So why don't we start with the navigator, and we'll excavate here. That's 1. Oh, and it's a parts locator, so that's lovely. We know that this lovely propeller is on this column somewhere. Again, we don't know which one yet, but we'll find out, essentially. It's not here, but it could be any of these other places. Now, we don't find it by uncovering all of these, of course. We have to find it by uncovering any one of these, and or any one of any number of the tiles, and then finding the one with the horizontal arrows on it. So it could be here theoretically, but we just don't know. All right, so that's 1. Let's dig. So that's 2 and 3 to do that. We found another possible clue to an engine. That's 2, and then, no, sorry, that was 3, and I suppose we'll clear this, and that will be our 4th turn. Oh, beautiful. I'm already tired. All right, have a drink. Water carrier, you're up. Just kidding, it's the storm, but I was trying to be thematic. Right, so, storm. We're drawing 3 storm cards, and we draw them in order. It says we can look through the discard pile at any time. Yes, yes, yes. And we have to remember to flip them like with the orientation correct, and we move. Are you serious? And we move the storm around based on what this says. However, our first card is the Sun Beats Down card. None of our players are in a tunnel, and none of them have a solar shield. So, in fact, they both immediately lose a water. Very good. Let's put the discard up here, and we'll forget about that ever happened. 1, 2, 3 to the right. So that means that the storm is going to head left, yeah, because we are shifting tiles right. 1, 2, like that, and that's where the storm goes. And then we put sand on the top of each card that moved. Yeah, yeah. Remember, and down. So down 1, this will go here, swap with my storm, and we are now currently ankle deep in sand, standing on top of the wreck of our helicopter. Let me double check how deep it needs to be. Once you stack a second. Yes, that's right. Okay, so any tile that has 2 on it gets an X, which means that we cannot pass it until we dig it. Lovely. Lovely stuff. All right, good start, kind of, almost. We don't really know if it's a good start yet. I'm not sure, but we will go ahead and take a turn for the water carrier. Now, we've moved down here, so kind of, we don't really need to do much moving per se. I'm going to hope that this is something nice. It's a tunnel, which isn't a bad thing to find, because, of course, if we sit in here and the sun beats down, we don't lose any water, so that's good. Also, it can allow us to kind of fast travel from one tunnel to another, wherever the other tunnel is. So we've excavated this, and I believe we get the gear card for it too. So let's pull a gear card. I know, right? I'm feeling hotter and hotter. Maybe, yeah, I need to play some like refreshing. Like, is there a game where you can just like lay on a lilo in the sea? That might be a nice game. Like, I'm looking at my shelf, like I'm just gonna find a game that I didn't know about that I have that has a lilo. I don't have that. Yeah, maybe you should have gone the opposite way. Sorry, everyone. I'm just here to sell more LaCroix. That's what I've been tasked with. Not really. I have not been sponsored by LaCroix yet. Terrascope, peek under any unexcavated tile. Lovely. Well, the navigator can have that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter, I don't think. Who? You can also give water and pass equipment cards to others. Oh no. Okay, fine. So we'll have the water carrier hold on to it. Right, that's 1. Let's do 2 to dig and 3 to excavate. Oh, look at that, we found it. And funnily enough, we were stood on top of the propeller the entire time. So that's 1, 2, 3, and I guess we'll claim this here propeller for 4. Or should I move? To be fair, I don't think I can claim it until I clear the sand. So why don't I... It's either like I move and... it's either I move and I negate this, or try to negate it, or I just clear this, but then it'll, I mean, the chances of getting sand on it again are pretty high. Yeah, I'm gonna move. Water carrier, you're gonna move here, and we'll just play it safe. Good evening, my lord. Yes, hello. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining. I hope you're doing well. I hope Puerto Rico is, I mean, I was gonna say cool, but it's not. I hope that you're doing all right. I hope that your air conditioning is holding up. That's all I'll say. Right, let's pull some more cards. 1, 2, and 3. It's hot. Yes. Yes, indeed. That makes sense. That I can believe. Oops, wrong way. Sorry. So this is going up here. Right. Yeah. Okay. That's kind of what I figured. So we're now split up, unfortunately, and we're also kind of somewhat buried. But you know, this is something we can get over at some point. And these two are going this way. So 1 and 2 will go there. And you're now buried as well. Oh, and actually this, I suppose, moves then to here, doesn't it? I can't remember. Maybe we don't place this actually on the tile. Do I do it? Hold on. Let me see. Do I place it on the tile and it moves? Check the rules, because the rules are good. Everybody likes the rules. Take up to 400. Pick up a pot. Pick up a pot. Hello. Special tiles. Yes, okay. Immediately place that part on the tile where the row and column intersect. So the storm can move the tiles and the clue can shift positions. Now when the storm blows tiles around, the part will move with the tile. Yes, okay, that's what I thought. I couldn't remember, okay? I just wanted to check. I don't want to play this wrong on stream. It would be terrible to make mistakes on stream, wouldn't it? Goodness. That would be embarrassing. And that's never happened to me before, so... Right, like... You've inflated his ego. Now I have to call him Lord everywhere we go. There's a sunbeat down. I did see that, so that's why I'm not surprised. But unfortunately, the navigator is going to lose another water because the water carrier happens to be safe and sound in this tunnel. The navigator is not. He is on this giant mound of sand here. That's okay though. We're all right. It is the navigator's turn. We can move another player up to 3 unblocked tiles per actions. Includes tunnels. So I say we probably do something like... Honestly, I'm fine with the propeller just staying on the end space because we have to go back to the end space to escape anyway. No shame. Oh god, it's true. We have to come back here anyway, so I don't really care about doing anything per se just yet. So if I just did something like 1, 2, and then even did something like 3, 4, oh, I'm in a tunnel, and me and my friend the water carrier can kind of hang out and you know, and relax. The thing. Yes, that's right. Yeah, the thing would be good. Thing. Yeah, I was thinking Dead. Is it Dead Winter or something like Dead Winter? That's got like the snowy zombies. That might be a good one. I don't know if I've got very many snow games now that I think about it. Oh, I've got the. Yeah. We played this on stream. I think we played this, or maybe no, they're not on stream. This was on channel. We played this. That was nice. And of course, we played the Yeti. We did play the Yeti from One Deck Dungeon the other day. That would have been a pretty nice and cool. I was gonna play, just for the punnery of it, I was gonna play this because, you know, as you do. But yeah, there you go. I don't We didn't. Well, I mean, hopefully it's not as hot next week, but maybe if it is, then that could be on the options. What am I doing? We just did Navigator, now we're going to pull some Sun cards. It is super hot. There's no two ways around it. One up, so you go into there. Ice Cool. I don't think I've played that. Super Hot is pretty fun. I believe, and Veselko can probably back me up on this, I think it's Agent Decker. I'm pretty sure Super Hot is Agent Decker, but just a reskin. Which I've never played Agent Decker, the PNP, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I'm moving and I'm moving, and the storm picks up. Lovely. So when the storm picks up, we move the sandstorm meter up 1 tick mark. Agent Decker, but not as good. Wow, okay. I mean, okay. Don't even think. Don't even think about it. Yeah, it's not a thing you can ask. It's not a thing you can demand of a partner. That's pretty unfair. Right, so that was the navigator's turn. Let's go with the water carrier. And I mean, I know we're kind of like circling around some of these water features, but we don't necessarily need them just yet, especially because even if we uncovered some water, my water carrier would only be able to take on 1 instead. Do not forget though, oh yeah, the water carrier can actually take water from water tiles, even so he doesn't have to wait, or he doesn't have to like be there the first and only time. He can go back. That's nice. I forgot about that. All right, so let's dig. That's 1, and let's excavate. That's 2. That's a gear icon, so we'll take another one of those. He's been doing all right. Solar shield, lovely. Okay, good. That's pretty nice. We'll keep that. So that was 2, and then we'll go 3 and excavate this one. That's 4, and it's another gear, so we'll take another gear. Goodness. And a time throttle. Take 2 more actions during a turn. Well then, I mean, why don't we just do that now and just dig these 2 away? Oh my gosh. Ice cream truck right now, it would be hot and miserable, but you would be cleaning up, undoubtedly. I'm going to do this. I'm going to take time throttle and I'm going to just dig these because why not? I mean, they have a threat of getting buried quite far if this moves again, so I don't see why we shouldn't. So that's 1, 2, 3 still, as the pointer still leads us onto 3. And okay, lose a water unless they're in a tunnel. So you're in a tunnel, that's good. I could use a solar shield for my water carrier, but I tell you what, I'm not too bothered by it. We're both down to 3, and we haven't used any water yet, so I'm fine. I'm not going to use my solar shield just yet. We're going to move this one over here, so that's the storm goes over there, and then okay, that's harsh, but that's just what you get in the desert, isn't it? Lots of sun. I think there's only 4 sun beats down cards. Have we had them all? Yes, we have had them all. So there's no more sun beats down, so you can safely leave the tunnel until this deck gets reshuffled. But that said, do I want my water carrier to go down to 2, or do I want my you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this terrascope we just earned to peek under any unexcavated tile, and we're going to check this water and see. Oh, it's the desert tile. Look at that. We can safely leave this one alone. So that's peaked, and now I know that I need to get over here to get water, which does that change my mind as to how... No, I don't think it does change my mind. I'm going to just take the hit. And I'm on 2, because when it comes to my next turn, which is the navigator, I can do this. I can move another player up to 3 unblocked tiles per action. So that would be 1, 2, 3. And now I've got my water carrier on the water. That's pretty good. And then I can go like 2, 3, excavate, and just see what this is. And it's some gear. So lovely. Dune Blaster. Remove all sand from your tile or from an adjacent tile. Right. This is usually good to save for this like last, like when we're all making a break for it back to the helicopter. So I'll keep hold of this, and lovely stuff. We're all equipped. We're all equipped. Yes. I like the thought of it having like giant, like those big giant like Dakar rally tires, and just like bounding over the sand dunes, playing Yankee Doodle. Oh no, is Livevine here? How do camels keep cool? No, they can't. No, do they? You know, dogs sweat through their paws. Maybe camels sweat through their feet. Like maybe camels sweat through their little pads. I don't know. The answer is I don't know. Is it their humps? Do they like exude heat from their humps? Surely not. I don't know. Yes, I suppose the sand is quite hot. One would imagine. But do they? No, I'm pretty sure that is a common misconception. I'm pretty sure we've looked up camels on one of these streams before. I'm pretty sure those humps are all fat. They're like fatty humps. They're humps of, I mean, hydrating fat. That is true. But I don't know. You know, I feel like I know where's our resident Googler? I don't know the answers to these camel-based questions. Fat away from their body. Yeah, fat is in the hump. That's, yeah, it was a fatty hump. I knew that. About horses. Horses definitely sweat, don't they? Because they get all that, like, they got that horse sweat on them. You know, horse sweat. Everyone knows about horse sweat. Horses definitely sweat. Yeah, 100%. Because that's why they have those, like, kind of fluffy... what am I even saying? Like fluffy bands on their reins to catch the sweat. Yeah? And they swish their tail. Although maybe that's just to get flies away. I don't know. You know, horse sweat. It's pretty self-explanatory, I thought. That's going over there, and this is going on top. Oh, it's going back. Wow. All right. I mean, this is fine, to be honest. Although something good might be under here. It's like fine. Where is he? 3 all the way down. Goodness. Okay, this is pretty bad. Oh no, wait, hang on. No, it's this. It's this. I thought it was this one, but it's not. So that's 1, 2, 3 more sand being placed. 1 on here, 1 on here, 1 on here. Camels rarely sweat. Water in their blood cells. They can drink large amounts of water. Yep, that sounds about right. Camels rarely, up to 30 gallons. That's like a barrel, isn't it? How big is a barrel? How many, like an oil drum? How many gallons is that? Is that 50 gallons in a drum? So that's like a whole drum of water just pouring into a camel. Who knew? I know, right? Taking on the mantle of resident Googler, I appreciate it. Your services are required and much appreciated. 50. Yes, I mean that's a lot of water. So half a barrel, half a drum of water. I don't know what. Yeah, drum. That sounds reasonable. I'll be honest. I wouldn't turn a drum of water down right now, as long as it was chilled, of course. But I wouldn't mind it. It's the water carrier's turn, speaking of, and we should probably excavate this tile to get some water. Although, maybe we should wait for the navigator to catch up and get there instead. Yes, maybe? Yeah, probably. Right, so let's do this. 1, 2... we still need to find the engine, and we haven't got a clue where this strange compass sundial thing is. So let's just excavate these two, 3, 4. And we've found our other tunnel, that's nice, and we found a gear. So, oh no, hang on, 2 gears. So that's pretty decent. Jetpacks. Move to any unblocked tile. 1 other pawn on the starting tile, make him along. And a Dune Blaster for the water carrier as well. He is carrying many, many things. A Dune Blaster, a jetpack, and water for the team. But we shall not question his the efficacy of his inventory. Efficacy? The possibility, the reality? What's happening? That was the water carrier. He took 4 turns. Now we're going to do some storm. 1, 2, and 3. Until they launch Skynet. Can't wait. Cannot wait. It's going to be great. 1, 2, and we're going to cover these flipping tiles up with some sand. What are you? Storm picks up. Still on 3. Don't mind, but it could, it could be better. And 1 more. This tile is well and truly buried, which makes me feel a little uneasy, given that, given that, Oh, that's true. We could have brought a camel along. It doesn't say we didn't. It's quite probable, in fact, that we brought a camel to the desert. Why wouldn't we? Or maybe we found a camel in the desert. It could go either way. Right, this has got 3 on it. This has got 1 on it. I mean, I'm tempted just to use the navigator's turn to clear off sand, but then I want to be here. So what if I did like 1, 2, like that, just to... I mean, if this goes over here and just puts another sand on it, I'm going to be annoyed, but I think it's probably for the best. So that's 2, 3, 4, and whoops, and we'll go and join the water carrier so we can get some water next turn. Yeah, okay. I mean, it doesn't feel great. These that's the point of these games, I suppose, is that, sometimes sometimes your choices don't feel, or sometimes your turns don't feel all that powerful, but then I kind of guess, like, that's the point. Like, you're forced to make the most of everything you do. And, that's what makes a good game, for the most part. Oh, come on. Oh, dear. I mean, at least we get away with only placing 2 instead of 3. But that's a bit frustrating, isn't it? Because we literally just uncovered that, and now it's back to its prior state. Yes, yeah, of course. I mean, mainly because we expect it to die, so we don't want to get attached. We're not expecting to be able to escape with the camel. We're just utilizing it for its desert know-how. So that was 3, and we're okay. This is annoying. This is annoying, and essentially, I mean, somewhere in this desert is the engine and the sundial, and we don't know. We don't know where it is. It got hot fast. That's what it got. It got sandy pretty fast. Right, let's start the water cooler's turn by flipping this over, and we do already know that it's a well. So that's brilliant, because the navigator can have 2 water. Refresh. And so can the water carrier. And that feels nice. That's 1. Then we'll do 2 and 3, I think. Oh, we found a piece of the engine. Have we found the piece of the... Oh yeah, hang on, I forgot about this. Yes, so we need to find this and the sundial and the engine. Oh goodness. Okay, that was 3. So where else do we go now? Do we go up or do we go down? Part of me wants to kind of hop over here and kind of clear off these two with my water carrier, but yeah, I mean, maybe I could do that. Although there's no point in using the jet pack just yet. That is correct. Yes, Ray of Sunshine would be appropriate. I don't think Rain of Sunshine makes any sense. Do I just take one? I mean, taking one of these off again feels pointless, but then, of course, in some ways it's just kind of like an insurance policy-ish. Oh, all right, we'll do it. I don't know. Hopefully we won't cover it back up immediately again. Although I'm sensing that we likely will. So it's still 3 more storm cards. 1, 2, 3. Down. All right, I'm glad we didn't pull this one. 1 and 2. Now we've got a nice tunnel next to us, but it is buried. And up again, so it's well and truly buried. 1, 2, and 3. I can imagine that the idioms are probably the hardest to grasp if you were learning a second language. I mean, like, I was thinking about this the other day because someone said it was a whole other can of worms, and I was like, well, and that means something like kind of, you know, somewhat like unexpected, or like, no, maybe it just means like something like more complicated. But like, the only time I can imagine opening a can of worms is when I fully expect to open a can of worms. I can't imagine any situation where I'd open a can, it was full of worms, and I'd be surprised. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I'm opening a can of worms, it better be because I've bought a can of worms. You know, I'm going fishing or something. But the way that it's used seems to suggest that, like, it's somehow unexpected. But, like, who's buying a... I mean, I can understand, like, okay, you open a... Yeah, but, like, you open a can of baked beans and maybe there's a worm. Like, that's pretty gross, yes. And I'm not suggesting that's never happened. But has anyone ever opened a can of Heinz and it's just been all worms? Because 1, that's disgusting. And 2, quality control. Come on, I don't think that's ever happened. And now I'm confused and lost again. Yes, I'm a navigator, and here I am moving throughout the desert like an explorer, like the explorer that I am. Where's the storm? Here's the storm. I could 1, 2, 3, 4. I could just take off all of these. One would be these 2 and excavate. That seems like a better thing to do. 1, 2, excavate for 3. It's a gear card, so we'll get a terrascope. Okay. And 4 to take off this one. Sure. 2, 3. Yeah, like, is there anything complicated about a can of worms? It seems pretty straightforward to me. Storm picks up. All right, we're up to 4. Here comes the heat. 2 across. Oh man, these cards are proving evasive. We have not been able to get down to them yet, and that is worrying me as they get buried under more and more and more sand. This is great though, because we cannot move 2 cards into... I suppose they do keep squirming out. That's true. Have you not brought a lid for your can now? I mean, why have you got a can with no lid? Like, just open it open it when you're ready. Maybe transfer the worms to a Tupperware or a bag. A bag of worms. That's somehow even worse. Anyway, because we can't move any tiles up because our storm is at the bottom, we kind of get to skip this. So that's great. We kind of get a respite, if you will, from the storm there. Now then, the navigator has some water, that's great. The water carrier also has some water, that's also good. I think the water carrier just does this, doesn't he? Although it could get... One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one can go. I don't care about this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I think I'm going to do this. 1, okay. Because there's no sun beats down cards in here. These are the last 4 cards. Oh, that's true. But you can get those like yeah. All right, fine, fine. Okay, maybe a can of worms is the completely appropriate idiom. I don't know. A Tupperware of worms doesn't have the same ring to it. That's fair. A ziplock of worms. So these are the last 4 storm cards. So we know there's still no chance of being caught in the sun, which is good. So I can afford to like separate a little bit. So if I did something along the lines of like 1, 2, 3, we found ourselves half a wheel, and 4. We can't flip this, but at least it's there. At least it's there. So we've got a engine piece, this solar beam thing, sun power gem, and this sundial on the same column, which is interesting. We also know that it's going to have to be on either this row, or this row. Oh no, it could be here too. Ah, that's annoying. All right, whatever. I don't know why I'm trying to work it out. It doesn't even matter until we find it. Oh, flipping heck. Right, they're buried just a wee bit further. 1, and you. Oops, hello. You're buried as well. I mean, there's no reason to have this storm, this plastic storm. It doesn't do anything other than makes things to knock around, but I like the look of it. 2 this way, okay, which again we don't particularly care about. We know this is water, but we don't need it because we've got the water carrier. And this one, which is down, that's unfortunate because we do need to excavate this to see what it is. So we'll put that on there as well. Grand. A can of sandworms. I don't know what a sandworm is, but it sounds disgusting. Is that, oh, maybe, is that the thing from Dune? Like the Dune worms? Because that could be well, it's a rather large can to start with. Very large can. You need a massive can opener. Perhaps something powered. Yeah, those are big worms. Those are big old worms. And that is something, yeah, I mean, I think if you came across a can of that size that said worms on the side, I would be inclined not to open it, frankly. I'd be inclined to kind of let them sit in the can for the most part. They're relatively harmless, I would imagine, inside the can. Outside the can, now that's a whole other can of worms. It is. That's a funny thing I just did there. Did I just play, or did I just do the storm? I think I just did the storm, so it's the navigator's turn. Right, so it's the navigator's turn, which means which means he can move this fellow around. This is rather bad. It's not the end of the world, because we can still, if this isn't... Oh, hang on, we've got a terrascope. I say we peek under this and just see what it is. If it's nothing, then we'll just not bother. But if it's if it's a location, then we need to do it. So we'll peek. We'll peek and we'll see what it is. It is a location, so we need to get it, and it means that the engine is going to be here. Right. Well, that's good to know. So that doesn't cost us a turn, but then this will 1, and then we'll do 2, 3, 4. It's still buried, but it's slightly less buried than it was before. So I mean, yeah, kind of a crummy turn, but there you go. Now we also have the benefit of being on the same space as the water carrier, so he can give us water and use the solar shield if he needs to protect us from a sun beats down card. So lovely. That's fine. Tiles cannot move down into that space, so that's a respite. Tiles can't move down into that space. That is a respite. Tiles can move across, and that's fine. That's 1 sand. And a sun beats down. Now then, we've got quite a lot of water, to be fair, so I think I'm just going to go down to 3 for everybody, and kind of call it good. I don't mind. I'm going to save my solar shield for a kind of dire emergency. That was the navigator and the navigator's storm. So this is, oh, I forgot we had a dune blaster too, so I could have just cleared this in 1. All right, well that's fine. We'll do this 1, 2, 3. We know where the engine is now. It's here. And then what'll be our 4th thing? What'll be our 4th thing? Can I take... Can I take water from an adjacent well, or do I have to be standing on it? Because if I can take water from an adjacent well, then I think that's what my turn will be. Let me check. I'm checking. The water carrier can take 2 water from already excavated wells for 1 action. Well, that doesn't specify, but I'm going to say yes, because that's the kind of gamer I am. It makes sense. If I can excavate it adjacently, I should be able to utilize it adjacently as well. So I'm going to take 2 water and bump my canteen right the way back up to the top. I'm overflowing with water and cool, sweet, crisp H2O. Drink break. It's a delicious, delicious thing. So that was my 4 turns, and I feel pretty good about it. We found an engine. We still need to locate this thing and this thing, but this is set. And we'll kind of, I think what we'll probably do is like, once we find another jetpack, because I'm pretty sure there is 2, once we find another jetpack, we'll just jetpack and then jetpack, and we'll be done. I think that's the play, at least. That's what I'm considering my options to be. Let's do the storm and see what happens. Of course, you know, the game will have other ideas for us, I imagine. Right, number 1. Oh, yes. Okay, well, given that we just filled up on water, I don't really mind taking another hit. Now, the navigator's down to 2, but the water carrier's got plenty and can give water to other people without even costing an action. That's great. 3 cards down is fantastic. 2 cards up is not so good, but you know what? You just have to deal with it. Actually, that's terrible, because now I can't... Well, it's not that bad. But now I can't get to the well from my current space, which is a bit of a shame. And 3 up this turn, which will be this and that. So I suppose that's fine. I mean, guess we're just being forced up here, so why don't we just go explore the northerly areas of the map just for a moment, and then concentrate on coming back down for these last two. I mean, maybe that's not a good idea, but I don't know. Navigator. Navigator. What shall we do? Oh, we can get through this tunnel too to get here. That's pretty nice. Although we'd have to clear it off first. I remember we can also move someone 3 tiles, which is pretty good. All right, let's take an action to do that. Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't place a sand on those, did I? Sorry. So I'm ankle deep in sand, and ankle deep in sand. Yes, correct. Did I place them on this one though? Because this one didn't have it on there already. I think that's right. Got him. Yeah. So, let's see. Okay, good. So yeah, let's take a turn, or sorry, an action, to move my water carrier. I'll move him. Oh no, up to 3 unblocked tiles, and these are all blocked. That's blocked. Okay, so then I'd have to do this. 1, 2, and then this would be 3, 2, 3, and then 4 could be something such as this, and that feels nice. 4 storm cards. Things are heating up. Things are heating up. Okay, you're back down this way. That's fine. We'll give you some more sand, and we'll kind of kiss goodbye to this desert. We don't really care about this part, to be quite frank. Although I guess it does block our way back to it, doesn't it? We have to like come here. Ugh, that's annoying. 1 up. So yeah, you're really just you're done for. 3 across. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3. Sand on all of those. I think also if we run out of sand to place, then we also lose. So that's something to be wary of. I mean, there's still plenty of sand. I mean, don't get me wrong, we've still got quite a few tokens, but just to up the tension just slightly. And 2 up, so only 1 up, and it's the rubbish non-oasis anyway, so that's fine. The non-oasis oasis. I suppose that's Blur, isn't it? Who, gotta say, I'm a bigger Blur fan, quite frankly, than I am Oasis. I had to one time I can't remember if I've already told this. The story I might have already told on stream before, but I got like a part-time job when I was a kid teaching this guy guitar, but he only wanted to know, I didn't really play guitar that well, but he only wanted to know how to learn Oasis songs. So I was like, well, anybody can do that. Like, it's only 4 chords, mate. And so he said he would pay me to do this, obviously, as a job. But instead of paying me, I was probably 13 maybe, and didn't really have a very good business sense. And so instead of paying me at the end of the first session, he was like, all right, instead of paying you, I've got I've got something instead. And he gave me a CD, or a set of CDs, I should say, with every Oasis B-side on it ever. Needless to say, I wasn't that impressed, and would have rather had the £20. But yeah, there you go. Whose turn is it? It's the water carrier's turn, which is good because we can excavate like 3 tiles at once. So we'll do 1. Oh, hey, hang on. I thought that was that. Oh, how have I done? What's on this side? I know you're not allowed to look, but now I'm confused. Okay, so that's 1. 2, thanks. 2. This is where the engine is. And 3 and 4, which gives us a gear card, and hopefully it's a jetpack. It is a jetpack. Although it would have been better if both my navigator and my water carrier had a jetpack, but that's okay. Is that news? No, it's not news, sorry. It's just a constant state. Like, the heat just makes it worse. The heat just makes my concentration worse, which seems unthinkable, but that's just what happens. Right, so we now have we've got 3 parts on the board. We just need 1 more. And either it's on this one, or it's on one of these. And both are bad. This is bad especially. I feel personally attacked. Right, we've got 4 cards, and 1 is going left. That's fine. We'll take it. The storm picks up to 4.1. The cards go right again, so you get just stacked on with sand just a wee bit more. There you go. And goes right, which is fine. No more sand. Or no more tiles. So, yes. Right. Is there a way? Well, there is a way to get up here with this fellow. 1, 2, 3, and I can probably send this guy down there too. I'll definitely play some Oasis, yeah. Wonderwall. That's the only Oasis song I can remember. I'll play some Wonderwall. It's gonna be great. I just wanted to double check. I just wanted to double check that I can. Oh yes, here it is. No, that's not where it is. I need to check if I can pull this off without. Yeah, if it's all Oasis B-sides, actually I'm already covered. I've already got them. Actually, no, I think that CD probably like sat on my shelf for like 6 months, and then I was like, I'm never actually going to listen to any of these, so went in the old trash. I just want to be on an unblocked and excavated tile. So we need to excavate. Oh, well, it is excavated. So, and it is unblocked. Okay, cool. Oh, it's the A sides? Perfect. Perfect. Haven't heard any of those. Or it's the C sides, which is like the secret side of the CD where you just scratch a needle along the edge, and that's how you play it. That's not a thing. So I can come over here. 1. I can claim this for 2. No, I shan't claim it yet. I'm going to come over here for 1, do 2, 3, and 4. That was the wrong decision. Secret water reserve. All players on your tile receive 2 water. Okay, that's fine. I'll try to remember that I actually have that, which is, there's a slight chance that's going to happen. I'd give myself like a 30% chance of remembering that I can do that at some point. I suppose before I die, maybe I'll be like, oh yeah, hang on. Right, so what's good about that though is that now I know that this has got to be. Actually, it's not that good, is it? It's got to be here or here, which are both not brilliant places for it to be. And I probably should have. My other option was to use this guy's maneuvering ability to move this fellow down here, so that I wouldn't have to spend all my turn going down. But I think now what I'm going to do is use a jetpack. I think I'm going to use a jetpack. Then come up to the tunnel, blast off this tunnel, go to that tunnel, and then come up that way. I think. I don't know. Oh, you think I've never made a solo band before? Come on, it's not like me to have bandmates, is it? think you think I've never started a solo project? Who do you think I am? I've started a solo project. Everything. Solo podcast. Don't mind if I do. Solo blog. Solo comic. Solo YouTube channel. You know how my brain can't concentrate on more than, or can't concentrate on less than 10 things at once. We need to do some storms. Yeah, exactly. You've got to sing a folk song just to get in. It's a mystery. Yeah, it's true. This is, yeah. I don't even have anything to say about that. It's totally true. My wife yesterday was like, you know, we could start being less insular now that now that we're all vaccinated and everything else. And I was like, yeah, why do we want to do that? Why would we want to do that? It sounds awful. Outside? No, I don't think so. Solo marriage. Somebody did that, didn't they? They got married to themselves. We can't. This is a respite, so that's good. A storm picks up. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I don't know if we're going to win this game. We've got ourselves in quite a predicament. We are getting very sandy. Yeah, we're getting very, very sandy on this board. I'm not feeling super confident about it, but we're just going to keep going and see what happens. I think... There's a bird sitting right outside my window, which is quite nice. Oh, hey, Angie. Yeah, you'll pick it up. You'll pick it up. We are in a bit of a predicament at the moment because we have covered the entire board with sand and need essentially to claim our last treasure, or not to claim it, but to find the last treasure, to either expose this one, or this one, which you'll see all have sand pieces on. So the aim of the game is to, yes, we do have a sandblaster on the camel, that's true. That does mean it's on the ground, exactly. It's a ground-dwelling singing bird. Right, so yes, I do have a jetpack. All right, let's think about this. I've got 2 jetpacks with my water carrier. My water carrier has lots of water on him. He's got 4 water. He's got a dune blaster and 2 jetpacks. If I jetpack down here, claim this engine, uncover all of these, or maybe just jetpack down here, uncover and excavate all of these, that might be a half decent turn. Of course, the only downside of that is that if I get a sunbeats down, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't think we've picked up any this turn. We've only had, oh no, we've had 2. Okay, so we've got 2 more sunbeats down in this deck. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So over the next 2 and a bit turns, we'll have 2 more sunbeats downs, which means that this guy's going to go down, but he does have a water reserve. My water guy will be okay because he's got a solar shield. Of course the camel can jetpack. Of course he can. Of course. Absolutely. We would never leave a camel behind. We will. We'll probably leave him. He's fine. He's in the desert. He's at home. The camel's going to be fine. He's all right. He lives here. He's used to it. All right. I think we jetpack. Let's jetpack. And we're going to jetpack down here, because the next turn we can claim this engine. But what I'm going to do for right now is just get this. I'm going to spend an entire turn basically finding out if this is the right tile. And if it is, that'll be brilliant. And if it isn't, then that'll be annoying. Forbidden Island. Yeah, I mean, Forbidden Island is okay. Forbidden Island's okay solo. Yeah, I don't mind it. This one is okay solo too. It's not like, I don't think it's like a quintessential solo game, because of course you have to play with two hands, right? You can have to play two characters. But I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I did not see where Bear Grylls drank from the camel. That's disgusting. Right, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And of course it is not the card we were looking for. But, whoop, we do have another Dune Blaster. Okay. It doesn't even... there's no need for me to use it, though. Here. 1... I might use it. I've got two Doom Blasters now. I might use it to get to here. Maybe I can use this guy to move him. I don't know. I do have I've got a very old video as well, probably a couple of years old now, of this game, another solo play of this game on the channel already. So if I remember, I'll put a link to that in the description of this video, or you can go into the channel and search it. But I do have another playthrough of this. I think I win. I can't quite remember, but I think I win. So it might be better than this game, so you can see how to win. Whereas this game might just show you how to get buried in sand. Who knows? We could still pull it out. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm guessing there's going to be a Sunbeats down in here. I'm almost positive of it. And I don't think you get anything for guessing right, but here we are. So, you're not on a tunnel, so you lose a water. And you're down to 1 water now, so you're quite thirsty. You are down to 3 water, because you are also not on a tunnel. The storm is going there, and the storm is not going there. That's good. And the storm is, oh, that's awful. That's really bad, in fact, because, yeah, that's pretty awful. Yep, always wins off stream. That's how this works. Okay, that's a terrible movement for the storm. I can only hope that it gets to move back the next turn. But now we are on to the navigator, and well, 1, 2, 3. Oh, well, to be honest, I might just send my navigator down here. There's no point getting him, is there? I can't do this. No, I can blast it. Okay, let's do this. 1 to claim this. Oh, yes, lovely. Claimed. Here, this is our ship up here. And we get to put the sun crystal. Oh, did I not put sand on there? I didn't. Sorry. My bad. Sandy. So sandy. And now this guy's actually completely stuck. He's gonna need some Dune Blasters because he's actually buried in the sand right now, which is not good. Not a good place to be, in fact. Buried in the sand, carrying an engine and several pieces of heavy equipment. Not where you really, not ideal. Right, that was 1. I'm going to use a Dune Blaster for this fellow. So he's going to Dune Blast an adjacent tile, which will be this one. That's no turn. And then there'll be 2, 3, 4, no, it doesn't even need to. 3 actions, and I guess 4, because why not? No, why would I do that? Why would I just do 4 like that? Yeah, I'm slow. Because that was 1 claim, 2, 3, 4 to dig, and then 5 or 1 next turn will be to excavate. And this fellow will dig blast, excavate, and we'll find this sundial somewhere. Wherever it is, we'll find it. So, one more of these, please, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be another sun beats down here. So let's see. One this way. Well, that's actually okay, although it means he is even more buried. And frankly, I would have actually now preferred to be where that is, because this doesn't matter anymore. Right, okay, never mind. Oh, we're going back. Don't worry. 1 and 2, and even more sand on top of my guy. Sun beats down. This is relentless. Maddie, thanks for joining. I hope you have a good rest of your night. I hope it stays cool as an Arizona night can be. Sun beats down. You are not in a tunnel. I am not in a tunnel. We're down to 2. Navigator's down to 0, so we're going to use his secret water reserve to pump him back up to 2, just because in case. And then the storm picks up again, and we're still on 4, but we're on the very next rung will be 5, and that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. Right. That was this fellow. Now it's this fellow, and we're going to excavate for 1. Thank goodness for that. Now we know that this is where the sundial is. So that's 1, yeah. 2, 3, and 4. Can we take it from an adjacent square? I think we can. Rule check again. So many rule checks this stream. Sorry. I mean, it's been a really long time since I've played this game. When the storm draw pile runs out, blah 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 blah. Yes, yes, yes. How do I claim a thing? When you reveal a blip blip, when you do the whatnot, special tiles, pick up a part. It says you may pick up a revealed flying machine part on an unblocked and excavated tile. So I believe that means I'm probably going to have to come over here and do it myself, which was 1, 2, 3, 4. Got him. That's nice because we can place that right here. This probably is one of the best parts of the game, to be honest, is to make this little model. Not that the rest of the game is bad, but just that making tiny models is fun. It reminds me of like a Kinder Egg. So we've got this on here, which is great. We've got this in here, which is also lovely. We just need an engine and a propeller now. That was turn 4. The navigator doesn't have any things. Just you don't have 2 jetpacks still, do you? No, you don't. You've got a solar shield. That's nice. But there is going to be a... It's like, do I just jetpack over here and solar shield us both? But then I really still need to be here and jetpack away. No, okay. All right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to pull 4 cards. So I'm going to need to shuffle after this and draw an extra 1. Don't let me forget that. But that's going up there, so that's actually pretty decent. Although I am buried. That's 1. And 2 to the left, which is fine. And 3 to the left, which is a respite. And then we'll shuffle and find the rest of them. Okay, we might do this. We might just do it. We've found all the parts, and now really we just need to get back to the ship. And it's a pretty clear run, actually, because the storm has been kind of moseying around this southern part of town for a bit of a minute. So if we can just get out of this little area, then we might be okay. frankly, I'm not sure how we're going to do that, though. Especially this guy. He's going to have to go, like, up and around, I think. My worry is that he gets, like, moved by the storm, and then we're just going to back to square one or fewer. But, you know, who knows? Who knows? Let's see. We need to draw one more of these, and it's another respite, so that's good, I think. Kind of. It's fine. It's the water carrier's turn, and quite frankly, I'm tempted to use... If I use 2 Dune Blasters, actually, then we can just go right out of here. Hey, Lan, thanks for joining. Thanks for popping in. I hope I can give you a win. I hope I can give you a win. I think we might. I think we might just be able to do it. I think if I Dune Blast twice, I think we can do it, you know, because then we can jetpack up here and be fine. We've still got a solar shield as well. I think we've played this okay. So, remove all sand from your tile or an adjacent tile. Well, sounds okay to me. I'm going to play that, and we'll just remove all of this. It is going to be very close. I think we're going to be okay. We've got, like, that just helps me at least. So I'm not going to run out of sand. I'm pretty sure. I don't think I'm going to run out of sand. I don't think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I might get. How many storm picks up cards are there in there? 2 or 3? I might get through the. I don't know. It's just not. We're just gonna play. We're just gonna see. That was a Dune Blast, so that wasn't any actions, but this was an action to do 1. Engine is fitted. Boop. And then we'll Dune Blast this, because this gives us both a path out of here, yeah? So that's Dune Blast for that. Lovely stuff. Still only on 1 turn. And then that's 2. I can even help out my guy here. 3 to make him not have to dig. Yeah, he's on 2. And then I mean, I suppose we just go 3, 4. Wait, hang on, was that 3? I did 1, 2, 3, 4. It's here. Okay, so we're on this weird steampunk globe, but that's fine because I think we can, like, 1, 2, 3. I can move him 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. This is gonna be good. I think we're gonna do it. Definitely need some Indiana Jones. Please provide. Are we on 4? No, we're on 4. Yes, not 5. Sorry. So let's spin these around. Right. So, okay, that's fine. We'll both be down to 1. Okay. I could jetpack and solar shield as both. Do I do that? I mean, the chances of there being another Sun Beats Down card in here are relatively slim, but definitely possible. Okay, I'm not going to panic. We're still only on 1. We can go down to 0 without dying, so let's just see what the next card is. Oh, yeah, there we go. All right, so then, I think that means we have to, even though I would have liked to use the jetpack for us both to escape, I think I'm going to have to go and use the jetpack so that we can solar shield. And then 1, 2, 3. Yeah. To be honest, it'll be safer to come around this way anyway, won't it? It's gonna be really annoying getting over here. That's going to be the hardest part, I think, is getting over here. I'm going to do it. I'm going to jetpack, and I'm going to solar shield. So I'm jetpacking me, yeah, because I'm the only one with the jetpack. Or I should say the water carrier is the only one with the jetpack. But then I'm also going to play this solar shield, so we can ignore the effects of sun beats down until the start of our next turn. So even if I should have played it the first one, because then I would have had to not even lose the first one. But there you go. You learn. If I mean, hopefully these are 2 sun beats down cards, and then we're good. I don't think that's going to happen, but it would be nice if it did. And oh, all right, well, that's fine. That's totally fine. Now we've only got 1 sun beats down card in this deck, so we'll be safe-ish, I think, to go up this way. I think. Like, my other option is to go around this way, right? Is to go around here and sit in the tunnel. So I can go like 1, 2, move my thing. Oh yeah, sorry, sand. So move and then move and sit in the tunnel. If there's a sun beats down, then I'm good. But then I'm like, no, I don't need to lose water. I don't need to lose water because I have my solar shield, and ignore the effects of sun beats down until the start of your next turn. So I'm good. I'm safe. I don't need to lose water. That's why I did that. Or are you just listing things that exist in a desert? Can I say camels? Sand, water, camels. Can I get more water? I could get more water. That's the thing. So I could go this way, kind of play it a bit safe, sit in the tunnel, come here, get some water, pass the water around, come here, go, and then get the thing and then go there. Or I can just like make a mad dash for it, maybe grab some water on the way, then go there. So it's kind of like a 2 of the same and a half dozen of the different, or whatever the, cacti, yep, like it. Scorpion. Things in a desert. It's like a things in the desert Mad Lib. Mad Dash, yeah, I think Mad Dash too. I mean, I've never been one to not Mad Dash. My other only concern though is that if we do like something like this, and I pull like a 3 down where the storm goes here, and then I'm suddenly stuck in the middle of these 2, I'm gonna be annoyed. Lan says Mad Dash. All right, we'll go with Mad Dash then. I mean, it's been voted upon. Right, so Mad Dash means that we're going to 1, 2, 3, and then my navigator can move another player up to 3 unblocked tiles as well. So that's 1, 2, 3. We're both in the same thing, which doesn't matter at all because we've literally used we've used all of our equipment. But it just feels nice. If we're going to die, we might as well die holding hands, and I guess like licking each other's tears for hydration. So let's pull 4. I'm pretty sure we're going to see a Storm Picks Up card in this hand. I've just got a feeling about it. We've got 1, which is good. That's a respite. What did I say? What did I just say? That is, I think, yeah, that's probably the worst card we could have pulled. I mean, it's not the very worst, but it's pretty bad. Now I've got to dig, which means I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm not going to be able to pick up the flipping thing on the next turn. Oh, so annoying. Oh, this is awful, in fact. That is so bad. Okay. And, oh, okay, we're, all right. Well, it corrected itself, so that's fine. It paid off. You love it. You absolutely love to see it. The storm's like, we were just like, no, 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 no. Yes, yes, yes. This is good. This is okay. No, no, we're fine. We're doing absolutely fine. This is fine. That was this. that was a moment, that's a stroke of genius, in fact, because that's exactly what should have happened. We can give water to adjacent players for free at any time. So, right, I'm going to move him. That's one. I think I do have to clear this to use it. I don't think I can get water out of it while the sun on it. So I think I do have to do 2, and then 3 to claim the water. Whoop. But then I'll give you some water. So I'll give him just 1. So we're both on 2. And there we go. And then this would be 4. Yeah. 1, 2 dig, 3 to take the water, 4 to come over here. Now we're in prime position to claim the propeller. Oh, I forgot my sand again. You have to, oh, for goodness sake. Sorry, I'm so bad at this flipping, you know, remembering game. The game of remembering. Thankfully, all of these were clear, so they're still maneuverable. They're just kind of, you know, more uncomfortable. Yeah, I do like these tiles. I've got to say, I'm not a massive steampunk fan, but I don't mind. Like, there's something relatively atmospheric about the game which I don't mind. Like, yeah, they do feel really. Yeah, they do feel really nice. I mean, it's high quality. I mean, it's Game Right, so they're pretty well known, I think, for putting out relatively nice looking games. In general, this is my own custom storm piece, which, you know, pretty proud of. Not gonna lie about it. Right, we've got to do 4. Right, this could be bad, although it could be fine. I'm just gonna hope that it like buzzes off this way. And doesn't shift too much stuff around. It's the gears, yeah, they are quite pleased. This is really nice. I like this. It reminds me of like one of those older Magic sets with like the kind of oh, what's it called? Where they're all in that like weird copperish steampunk. It's like Bronze Age, but it's made of copper. I don't know. Storm picks up. Right, we're up to 5. That's okay, I think. That's a respite. That's good because no tiles can move to the right. Sun beats down. I'm glad we got some water because now we're both down to 1, which has given us a bit of breathing space, drinking space, and 1 down, which puts the storm precariously close to our flying vessel. I'll be honest, I'm not sure we're going to get cleared for takeoff, but maybe we don't care about that kind of thing because we're adventurers. It is the navigator's turn, and what that means is that he can go 1, 2, 3, claim. Oh my gosh, this is going to be. Oh yeah, I always try and put it on the nose, but oops, it goes on the back. Yes, because it does actually spin. I mean, that is pleasing. We've got a full. Oh, did I not put sand on again? Come on. Can we please? That was a respite. Yeah, it was just that one. Goodness gracious, every turn. No wonder I won off camera. Yeah, I mean, no wonder I won off live stream. That is true. Lan, if you're trying to win, just don't place any sand. That's the tactic I found has been quite successful. Right, we're down to 1. Water each, that is, and we've just moved this fellow 1, 2, claim, that's 3, so 4 he can come and sit up there, can't he? But we're gonna have to do 1 more of these, and we're gonna do 5. Oh my god, if we get 2 sunbeats down in here, we're at. No wait, can we? We've used all the sunbeats down. Okay, so we actually cannot lose any more water. I think we might have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think the only way we don't win is if I get so buried or so far away that I can't make it. But then even then, we've got enough deck, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think we're probably gonna be okay. I think. Right, let's do this. I'm gonna just start placing sand after every movement because then I will not forget. Right, sand, sand. No one's ever seen me not place a sand before. Sand on the tiles. Sand on the tiles. 3 going up. I did say that I wanted the storm to go off this way, so I'm glad that my omnipotence is showing. Sandy, sandy, lots of sand. That's a respite because no tiles can move to the right. That is not, but we don't care about it down here, quite frankly. It can do whatever the heck it wants. This bottom area of the desert is lost to time. And 2 more, and it's about as far away as it could possibly get, which is quite funny. It went literally from there to there in 1 turn, which is pretty rapid if you think about it. Pretty rapid storm. We're going to win because it is my water carrier's turn. I could even go pick up some more water if I wanted for the journey, but I don't want to make the security checkpoints mad, so I will not do that, and we will just take off quite lightly, just gliding away in the solar-powered flying machine. And oh well, we've lost the water carrier. He's done. He's gone. It's okay. He's back. We get to make the rules now. We win. We win the game. We've done it. We've constructed the ancient flying mechanism powered only by the sun, and we utilize it to fly our way back home. Excellent stuff. Great, lovely, over the storm and away. I think that is actually 3 wins in a row on stream, and I'm just going to put it out there that I'm a bit nervous where this is going to go. What's going to happen next? Should I play a game that I've never won to try and win on stream, to try and keep the streak going? That's just it's a challenge. It's an absolute challenge. I think next week is the patrons' pick, so maybe I'll have to put in a good word with some of my patrons and ask them to pick something nice and easy so I can keep the yeah, I'll play some Friday, nice and easy. 3 in a row, three streams in a row where I've won the game. Not this specific game, but I think we won Pandemic, and we won Pandemic, we won Forbidden Desert, and we won something else, but I can't remember what it was. But we definitely won it. Oh, I think we won Fantastic Factories. Pick the hardest, yeah. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Not too bad. And of course, you can... we were playing a normal, so, you know, you can start at a higher level, of course. So you can start at Elite, you can start at Legendary. I think I've won the Elite once or twice. I don't know if I've ever won the Legendary. Yeah, no, not 3 deserts in a row. That would be that might be a bit of a task. But I think, yeah, I don't think I've won a Legendary. I think I might have won an Elite once or twice. But anyway, that was a normal game, so, you know, no massive achievements, I suppose, but good enough, and I feel pretty good about it. That was a grand old game. I do like Forbidden Desert. I mean, it's just a solid, like we talked about at the start, go somewhere, do some things, move around, choose your actions, things get worse, then they keep getting worse, and things get tense. And there's nothing wrong with a bit of tension in a game. Nothing wrong at all. That's my voice. It's just gone, I'm afraid. Ah, no. My voice is... I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it today, guys. Sorry. Maybe next time, okay? We'll do the... I'll sing some Oasis for you next time. Yeah, sounds good. All right, bye. That is gonna be it for me, though. I will leave you to your own devices for the evening. I'm gonna go cook some dinner, hopefully something cool, maybe some popsicles, I don't know. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Milton. Thank you, Paselka. Thank you, Lan. Thank you, Chrissy. Thank you, Pow. Thank you, all of you. Will get a live performance. Yeah, maybe for the patron behind the stream, but patron behind the scenes, we'll get a nice live. We won't. There's no way I'm gonna put myself singing anywhere on the internet. Thank you and good night. Thanks, Gaming Barbarian. Thanks for joining. It was great to have you. Thanks for dropping in. I'm glad you're able to make a live stream. It was awesome. Awesome having you in the chat. It's been absolutely my pleasure. Thank you all. Go check out the Discord if you haven't already. All that stuff, blah, blah, blah. Drop me a like if you will. We are closing in on 2,000 subscribers. So if you can drop a like on the video, I think that does help it get out to more people. If that's a thing and you would like to, that'd be brilliant. And that's all I'll ask. That's all I'll say. Thank you so much for joining me. Stay cool, stay icy, stay in the AC, and stay safe and wear sunscreen. Thank you all, and a very, very good night. I will see you later. Bye, everybody. Thank you.